everyone, and welcome back to another shell finding adventure. I feel like I'm getting a bit of deja vu. Our last episode also started with a brown bubble. Here we go, it's a nice large one, maybe a bit chipped on the lip, maybe a bit dull on top, but still pretty large. I just call these guys a brown bubble. Anyway, we're going to check the sand and then check the rock pools later today. It is the last few days of the spring school holidays. I'll be interested to see if I've been left any shells whatsoever, but you know what? Fingers crossed we get some goodies. You know what? We're going into the rock pools right away because the sun's a bit warm today and I wanted to cool off. There is a little live snail just sitting on the edge of this empty crowned cone. Yes, it's a very lovely crowned cone. I'm going to take this, but I'm going to make sure that Mr. Snail is just booped off back into the rock pool. There you go. You can sit on top of that lace coral. Ooh. Oh, wait, is that a pebble or is that a chance for a crab to have been in there? I think that's just a pebble in there, like a clear white pebble. Hello, it's a bit broken on that opening. I think a crab took it as a home originally because crabs like to make little archways in the shells, I've noticed. This is one that I don't often see. It is a yellow seraph shell. I think the amount of these I've collected is honestly like 3 or 4. They're very, very uncommon to find unoccupied or at all in the rock pools here. Well, why not? These guys get overlooked, I think, because I don't know, bivalves always get overlooked a bit, so that means I get to collect them. It is a discrepant Venus. There's some really, really lovely dark coloration on the join right there. I see a very shiny snakehead on top of the pile down here. Are you alive? Yes. Yes, he is alive. He's got his goopy guy in there. I'm sorry, he's got some little pebbles stuck to him. I'm very sorry, sir. Yes, I don't take live shells, so I'm going to make sure I get all the bubbles out of him just in case any went inside and leave him on his snaily business. There you go, buddy. Just sitting there, sir. You are 100% crabbed, aren't you? Let's take a look. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh, I could see his body on the inside. Sir, is this a good home for you? Because I could see your entire middle section in that ginormous hole. I don't know. Some crabs, they like a shell so much that they can see past the imperfections. That is wild looking at him wrap around. Yes, it is a little hermit crab. I actually don't know which species of hermit crab this is. I don't really think it matters. Anyway, I don't want to stress him out too much. I'm going to leave him to his crabby business. Crabby, sir, maybe you'll get a better shell eventually because that one doesn't seem so safe. Okay, it's not so much that I haven't been left anything to find. It's more like there's so much sand in the rock pools that it's covering up a lot of stuff. I'll check the rest of the beach up until about the rock wall, and then I think we're going to check the sand before heading over to the other side of the beach. Also, is that a little house over there? Did the kiddos make a driftwood house? That is adorable. That must have been so much fun for their school holidays. In plain sight, sir, shouldn't you be hiding under a rock by now? That is a live Arabian cowry. Oh my goodness, he's got some of his skin up over his shell on one side. Isn't he lovely? Sir, may I pick you up just to say hello? I'll get some sand under you. Yeah, I'll go like that. Yeah, just like that. Hello, sir. Oh, he's already retracted back in. I'm, disturbing you, obviously. He is a beautiful Arabian cowry, lovely shell. That skin you saw going up over his shell before is actually how he maintains the shell, or she, I don't know if it's a male or a female, but it keeps the shell super shiny because it deposits new shell material on the shell continuously. Oh my goodness, and if he was hiding under a rock, he would look like a rock. 90% of the time I ask myself, is that a rock or an Arabian? And 100% of the time it's usually a rock. Anyway, sir, where were you going right in the middle of the sand like that? Would you like some help going into the shade somewhere? I might just put him over here where he can hide a little bit. There you go, buddy. Thanks for letting us take a look at you. Oh, and we'll get all the bubbles out of his butt because it seems like I've let some air in. So just make sure all of that comes out. There you go, buddy. I see a bonnet. Do we think it's a whole bonnet? Also, do we think that's a stinging weedy thing? This guy down here behind the weeds. Can I get you out? I can get you out. Ooh. Oh, it's actually quite nice. I'm sorry. I did not have any hope for that. If I'm being completely honest, the amount of broken bonnets I find usually is quite high compared to the intact ones. Yeah, I don't see a single hole in that. It is a rather lovely banded bonnet. Got some black discoloration through it, but it doesn't seem like a lot. I think maybe even a simple bleach bath will get that out. Oh, that's really nice. I hadn't found much to the rock pools. That's a good surprise. Another bonnet. Can I pick you out. It's very hard to see. Please nothing kill me. I should get my tongs out actually. Oh, can I get it? I got it. Always wash out the semi-larger and large shells in case there is something nasty hiding inside of it, like a crab or a blue-ringed octopus. I am so sorry. Wait, that is not a hermit crab. Sir, you are not a hermit crab. Sir, you are just a regular crab. Can you come out? I mean, you're not a hermit crab. You don't technically live in the bonnet shell. It is another banded bonnet. It looks like a fully intact one. I'm going to see if I can gently convince the crab to come out. If I can't, I'll leave the bonnet behind. He might come out. Actually, hold on. All right, sir, you've had some time. Do you want to come out? I don't know if he came out. I put that down for a while. I don't see him in there. I think he scuttled away. So yeah, the banded bonnet is mine. I mean, crabs that like that don't live in these guys. He was bound to leave anyway when the tides turn, so I don't really feel bad about vacating him. Do I want it? And will I die trying to get it? Let me take a look at you, good sir. It's not too bad. It's a fairly fresh shell because it's still got all that brown periostracum on it. Although that side does look like it is pitted with age quite a bit. It is I think it was a hairy arc shell. Bearded arc shell? I always forget it. It's some kind of arc shell though. Alrighty, onto the sand. A lot of it looks like just crushed up shell grit, but hopefully I'll find some nice things. I mean, I've already found a good one. It is a lovely scaly scallop with beautiful little patterns through it. And yes, naturally, of course, we need to collect a couple of these. It is a blotched neurite, our forever friend of the sand here. You look suitably shiny. Yes, suitably empty. It is the first graceful cowry for the day. Ooh, you look funky enough to want to collect. It seems like it's all intact. It looks like it has quite a large inset on one side that could be a break, or it could be the natural shape of the shell. These guys grow pretty wibbly wobbly depending on what they're sitting on. It is a leafy oyster. Ooh, we don't see many of these at this beach. Yeah, it is an Indo-Pacific arc shell. I mean, like a turkey wing you could call it, although that's generally reserved for the one in the United States. This is a slightly different species than the one from the US. I see two scallops. One, a very small one, maybe a bit damaged on the point, looks like a scaly scallop. And number two, I think it is another scaly scallop. These guys can have a very scaled side and a very smooth side. I think this is more of a smoothed side. Oh gosh, isn't that a pretty little fella? I see a tiny hole in it, but we're not going to hold it against him. Yes, hello sir, you are a beautiful sundial. There are a lot of different mini sundials I can get from here, maybe 3 or 4 different ones. I think this one might actually be a radial sundial or something like that. I'll put it up on screen for us. Also, I do want the bean. Yes, there's a lot of these sometimes when you get the rack lines and the shell piles wash up. This is what you call a rack line. There's just a line of things where a wave would have put them when the wave washed up to the peak, and before it pulled back it left something here. That's called a rack line. Yes, anyway, it's a little bean trivia. I showed one of these in the last episode too. I think I should show more of them in case people do like them. No one specifically said that they liked it though. Anyway, it is a Pritzker's slipper limpet, although I think this one has like more dark markings on it than I've ever seen, so this might be one that I actually keep. We've got a bird card eater. I've seen a couple of broken and disjoined ones that I just haven't bothered to film. This one is very nice. Lovely red coloration on it. Typically, I see a lot of brown ones. It's always nice to find a super colorful one though. Righty, I'm on the high rack line just taking a look at some of the things. It is a Titan acorn barnacle, missing his base. I kind of want one with a base. I won't take a broken one. Got a little graceful cowry right there. Another graceful cowry. Yes, I was looking for that for way too long. It is actually a gaudy dog whelk, but it looks like it's a purple color. Does that look purple to you? It kind of looks purple to me anyway. And I think I also want this. Yes, I collected one of these and found the name of it last time. It is an Australian rock borer. It's a type of clamshell. Ooh, you look like you've got shine on the base. Actually, you're a little bit dull, but there's still a bit of shine on it. It's another brown bubble. And in my hands, I do have 2 telescoped dove shells, just a couple of small ones. Well, I didn't even need to smush that one, it's just sitting on top. Oh wow, he is a very, very light colour. Are you faded or did you just grow very light? It looks like it's got some nice shine on it, so I don't think it's too old. It's a pretty large-sized migrating moon snail, although they can get even larger. I generally just find smallish ones from here. Ooh, that's on the larger side. Yeah, it looks kind of old, but still on the larger side. I've only been collecting really small bits lately. It is lace coral. When I bleach that, I think it'll turn a nice cream colour or a nice pink colour. Ooh. It's not bad, actually. It's not super shiny. I found a broken piece earlier that was super glossy, super sad that that wasn't intact. But this one's got a very nice orange base. Got some nice stipples on it. I mean, you can sort of see the bumps on the shell raised up in the sunlight, and still got a bit of shine. It is a grape cowry, or you can also call it a stippled cowry because of the lovely textures on it. And another cowry. There are cowries on the rack line. Most of them are pretty old though. Ooh, look at it. I want to collect him in a second. Hold on. This is a baby cowry. It didn't grow its teeth on the bottom yet. I think judging by the markings, it is a juvenile yellow-toothed cowry. And yes, I just saw that. Oh, he's a bit chipped on the side. Ooh, I dropped something. This will be a duckbill limpet. I just smushed that back and this popped to the surface. Super unusual because I think this is only the fourth one I've ever found. I usually don't find them at all, and to have one popped out was very exciting just then. I'm sorry you missed it all. It is an operculum, but it's not from a military turban like the operculums I usually find. It is from a rock shell. It could either be the humped rock shell or probably the Cartwright rock shell, I think is more likely. Another baby cowrie shell that didn't grow its tooth line on the bottom. Yeah, the lighter colour with a single darker stripe through it means that it is an eroded cowrie. Yes, he's got nice dark colouring on him. He doesn't look faded. It is a striped-mouthed periwinkle or connowinkle. It's got a weird name. You can choose either or. Yes, why not? This guy is a little stony sand creeper, a juvenile one. They get maybe 3 times longer. Anyway, I'm sure I'm missing a bunch on the sand that I just haven't looked through yet or haven't found goodies for. But the low tide time is in like 40 minutes and I do want to check out the other side of the lighthouse in case there's anything in the rock pools and they're not covered with sand. So let's go check over there. Ooh, I do like the orange colour of these. Yes, it's just a small one because dove shells are always small. It is a yellow dove shell. Well, the other side of the lighthouse is very, very covered in sand. This is I think it was a dawn mitre. Looks nice and empty, maybe a little bit old. But yeah, I'm not sure how much I'm going to find on this side. It looks like most of the further out rock pools are absolutely just swimming in sand. I was just about to pretty much consider this side of the beach a no-go for shells. Is there a nice whole bonnet? There is! A nice whole bonnet again. Give it a rinse out, make sure there's nothing waiting on the inside. Actually, yes, it does look intact. Again, no holes in it. I'm surprised. This is like 3 for 3 for me today. It is another lovely banded bonnet. Well, it wasn't a big amount, but it was a nice amount. So yes, here are the shell finds for today. And if you have enjoyed this lot, please hit that like button for me and subscribe if you want to see more shelling adventures. Oh my goodness, from this lot, everyone. I mean, nothing stands out terribly much to me, but there are a lot of very nice little shells. So it is of course time to talk about shell favourites and special mentions. So you can let me know in the comments if there is one here that you rather like. I think I want to start off with, yes, it's a particularly nice scaly scallop with some lovely patterns. Oh my goodness, my camera cannot do the lighting in the afternoon. Very cute little shell. I got a very nice slipper limpet there. I got a nice ooh, I lost it. I already lost something in the crack here. I don't know if you can see it in there. The juvenile eroded cowrie is stuck there forever, so I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to be sending things over the edge too much, I hope. I also rather liked the grape cowrie. Yeah, not super glossy. It might have some of my sunscreen on it, but you know, it's just a very nice find. There was a lot of very nice little finds here. There's a nice oyster right here. I forgot to mention that if you shine a UV light on these, they will glow bright pink, like really bright pink. They're pretty fun. But as for a favorite shell, you know what? I'm just not sure what my favorite is. I gotta say, it was a very nice surprise to find any bonnets, considering that it is almost at the end of the school holidays. Yes, I just lost 2 graceful cowries. But my favourite shell today might be the bonnet with a bit of black in it. You know, it was just a big surprise. Very nice to find a large shell that stands out so much in the rock pools after they've just been picked over during the school holidays. We've had some very nice weather, so I was not expecting that at all. So that is my favourite, and that's it for this time, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.